Hey, well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless, God bless. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. And those who've been tuning in for the first time, I thank you. And those who've been consistently support me, I thank you as well. Well, today I'm going to talk about topic. You cannot change people. You have to accept people if they don't want to change. If they don't want to change, all you can do is pray for them. If that sister and brethren out there and you share the gospel with them and they don't want to change, and this is where God comes in. God gives us free will. He gives us choices. And it goes into your personal lives too as well. If you're dating somebody and they decide to maybe cheat on you, or you're married somebody and they decide to cheat on you, they got to see that they did wrong. You can tell them that you're leaving them, but it's a choice that you make to stay with them. If you want to stay, take the abuse, or it's a choice that you stay and you take the abuse, or it's a choice that you leave. We all have choices, ladies and gentlemen. We all have choices. It's a choice you make, either to accept that toxic person into your life, or it's a choice to exit. Now, when it comes to allowing somebody to mistreat you, it's a choice that you make to stay, and it's a choice that you make to go. Or, for example, if I'm sharing the gospel and you've been given, don't know you heard the scriptures, and God has been thugging at your heart to come to Him, and He's been thugging at your heart to change your life. Maybe you live a dramatical, terrible life. Maybe you live the life of drugs. Maybe you live the life of getting into petty crime or getting into crime in general. And it's your choice whether you want to accept God into your life or not. We all have choices. And it comes a time in your life, even I'm talking to the ladies now. When you think you can change somebody, if that man is cheating on you and you're married or you're in a serious relationship, you can't change him. If he's gonna gamble and he's gonna gamble your rent, gamble, he's gotta see that he's wrong. You can't change somebody. You cannot change them because they gotta see the wrong in them. They gotta want to show effort to change themselves. It's like dealing with a person that's abusing alcohol. Now, if they're not willing to say that they're wrong, they're not willing to make a change out of their life, and then you preach to them until you're blue in the face. You preach to them, you're saying that you're going to kill yourself. You think it's going to destroy your body, it's going to make your liver collapse or give you cirrhosis of the liver. And you warn them about drinking beer every day. And it's making your belly get a little fuller, your belly get a little fat, your belly is growing. And you're warning them that this thing is going to kill you. And you're giving them warning after warning after warning. All you can do, my sister, is pray for him. That's all you can do. Pray for him. You give him warning after warning. He's got to be willing to go to Alcohol Anonymous. He's got to want that for himself. Because it's the worst thing, is a really struggle when you're showing somebody they're wrong, or you're trying to help them out because you love them and they don't see the wrong within them. They don't even see the wrong that within themselves. They don't see the desire to make the change themselves. They gotta want better for themselves. All you can do is give them the message. All you can do is pray for them. But they're gonna have to want change for themselves. And all you can do is pray for them. Even with the gospel. When you're telling somebody about the word of God, God doesn't force himself on no one. All you can do is plant the seed. The Bible, Jesus said to the disciples during the last time in the book of Matthew, during that, go out and spread the gospel. Preaching in my name, go out to all the earth and spread the gospel. They did. Now it's up to people whether they want to accept the gospel or not. God gives us free will. He doesn't force himself on no one. It's a choice that you make. It's a choice. And we all have choices to make. Whether we want to follow God or not. It's a choice that we make. And some women, sometimes, some people, even some men too, you think you can change somebody. You cannot change people. People gotta be willing to want to change themselves. People, you have to accept people for who they are. If this person is a jerk, yeah, I'm also big up to, me and my buddy Ray, big up to Ray Banner, so we were talking, and he said, one thing he said to me, if somebody want to be a jerk, you cannot force somebody to be a person of integrity. If they want to be a jerk, you cannot force them to be a person of integrity. People, you have to accept people for who they are. You have to accept people for who they are. If they're not willing to change and not willing to see the wrong in their behavior, you gotta sit down, you gotta accept them for who they are. If they're not willing to change for themselves, forget about you for a second. If they're not willing to change for themselves, they don't see the wrong that they're doing, they gotta be willing to change for themselves. They gotta be willing to make that change for themselves. And that will make you have a peace of mind is that you have to, by stressing yourself out, you cannot change them. By you're stressing yourself out. If you think you could change them, you're stressing yourself out. If you think you can speak to them and then change them, it doesn't work. No, you gotta accept people for who they are. If somebody wanna be a scammer, if somebody wanna be a liar, and then you tell them the wrong that they're doing, when they're lying to people and they're lying to you, you gotta accept if he's a liar or she's a liar. You gotta they don't show no integrity. You gotta accept them for who they are. All you gotta do is pray for them and keep your distance, but accept people for who they are. You cannot change people. You can't change people. Accept them for who they are. And sometimes you meet people, or you have them in your life. They could be a family member, co-worker, or maybe I would say family member. A family member. And it was a saying that goes like this. If you see somebody struggling financially, and then you try to show them the way to make extra income for themselves, and they're not willing to take your advice, but yet they're coming to you and begging you for money, but you're not teaching them how to make that money for themselves. There was a saying that goes, you can only bring a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. You can bring a horse to the water, but you cannot force him to drink. If you don't want to drink, there's nothing you can do. But you did your part. You brought the horse to the water. Now it was up for him to drink. You cannot force people to do what you want them to do. If you trying to get them out of this, if you see they're going down the road, especially when they're adults, and you see somebody going down the wrong road, or they're hanging out with people that are that are not so good for them, that are not good for them. And you see they're going down this spiral, going down, they're going down this spiral. And it keeps going down, they're going down to a dark pit by getting themselves associated with these people. Maybe a young person is getting associated with a gang. And you're preaching to them and telling them, listen, I don't think these people are right for you. It's your life, but I don't think these people are right for you. Something in my gut is telling me to tell you this. These people are not right for you. And if you keep following them, they're gonna destroy your life. You might even die. They can be your demise, or they can get you locked up. I don't think you should go into the business with them. I don't think you should be involved with these people. All you can do is advise them. All you can do is tell them. But the choice is up to them. The choice is theirs. You relay the message, now it's up to them if they want to make the choice or not. Same thing with a man that's always flirting and cheating on his significant other. Same thing with a young lady that's always cheating and flirting with another person other than their spouse. You only warn them, but the choice is up to you. Whether you wanna crap on somebody and treat them bad is up to you. We all have choices to make. Whether you wanna mistreat somebody is a choice that you make to mistreat that person that's good to you. It's a choice. It's a choice that you make that you gotta live with. We all have choices to make. We all have choices to make, ladies and gentlemen. Now the live word of the day is coming out of Deuteronomy chapter 30 verses 19. This is the day I call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, that you and your kids may live. Well, this is Zacchaeus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings. And if you like what I shared, smash that like button. Also subscribe to my channel. I got more videos, more messages coming to you straight from the Word of God. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in.